Alright, here we go. Welcome back. It's me, Surfing Life with Malcolm. And, I got something pretty funny to have a little fun with you today. I've always told, don't talk about religion and politics and taxes. Well, you know what? I'm going to talk about taxes. And we're going to have some fun with it. And I got to give credit, right? Everything I'm about to tell you came from somebody other than myself. David Camershon. David Camershon is a PhD professor of economics at the University of Georgia. And, when you think about taxes, it's always a problem, right? Just look at some of these images here. Am I painting the picture of taxes? God, I wish I knew how taxes work. I hate taxes, right? That's what everybody feels about taxes. Well, here's a tax equation for you. I understand taxes incredibly well. But, someone says, look, how the heck am I supposed to figure this? I'm going to help you. How many of you understand the above figures, A, B, and C? How many of you understand these incidences of taxation? Let's have a go at it. P1 and P2, they must stand for pay and pay more. Huh? And Q here, it must stand for question, please. How come? And E up here, it must stand for everything. Yes, everything's taxable. And F, oh, are you kidding me? And D, it must stand up here. D, it must stand for day after day. Damn it! Come on. And S, out here, S must stand for stop, stop, stop. I don't understand. Here's what David said about taxes. For those that understand, no explanations needed. And for those who do not understand, no explanations possible. You know what? He had a great way of explaining taxes. So I'm going to teach you how I was taught. Beer, mates, and taxes. That's what I call it. Beer, mates, and taxes. Pretty simple. Suppose that every day, every day, 10 men go out for beer, right? Each of them, they all get together every day, 10 men, they go out for beers, and when the bill comes, it's $100. And they decide they'll pay the bill the way they pay your taxes. So how would that look? It goes something like this. The first four, the poorest, they'd pay nothing. And the fifth, he'd pay $1 for his beer. And the sixth, he'd pay $3 for his beer. And the seventh, he'd pay $7 for his beer. And the eighth guy, he's earning more, right? So he'd pay $12 for his beer. Pardon me. And the ninth, he'd pay $18. And the 10th, the richest guy, he'd pay $59 for his beer. That's what they decide to do. The 10 men, they drink every day at the bar. They're really happy with the arrangement. Having a great time. Everything's going fantastic, all 10 of them. But then one day the owner throws them a curveball. He says, look, you guys, since you're all such great customers, I'm going to reduce the cost of your daily beer by $20. So, drinks for the 10 now cost just $80. They're all thinking, great. The group says, but look, let's still pay our bill the way we pay our taxes. So the first 4 men, they're unaffected. They still drink for free. But what about the other 6 men, the paying customers? Well, how could they divide the $20 windfall so that everyone got their fair share? They realized that $20 divided by 6 is $3.33 each. But if they subtracted that amount, $3.33, from everyone's share, well then the 5th and the 6th man would each end up being paid to drink their beer. Remember? They only pay $1 and $2 respectively for their beers. So the bar owner suggested, it'd be fair to reduce each man's bill by roughly the same amount, so he proceeded to work out the amounts they should pay. Here's what comes up. So the 5th man, like the 4th man now, he pays nothing. He's got 100% savings, the 5th guy. And the 6th man, he now paid $2 instead of $3. That's a 33% saving. And the 7th man, he now pays $5 instead of $7. He's got a 28% saving. And the 8th, he now pays $9 instead of $12. That's 25% saving. And the 9th, he pays $14 instead of $18, so he's got a 22% savings. And the 10th, he now pays $49 instead of $59. He's got a 16% saving. So each of the 6, they're better off than before, right? The first 4, they continue to drink for free. But you know what? Once they got outside the beer bar, the men began to compare their savings. You know what happens? So the 5th, I only got $1 out of the $20, declares the 6th man. And the 7th, he pointed to the 10th man, but he got $10. Yeah, that's right, claimed the 5th. I only saved $1 too. It's unfair, he got 10 times more than I. That's true, shouted the 7th man. Why should he get $10 when I only got 2? The wealthy, they get all the breaks. Come on, wait a minute, yelled the first 4 in unison. We didn't get anything at all. The system exploits the poor. So the 9 men, they surrounded the 10th. They beat him up. So, guess what happened? Hey, next night, the 10th man, the richest, he didn't show up for drinks. So the 9, they go and they sit down for their beers without him. But when the bill comes to be paid, they discovered something really important. They didn't have enough money between them to pay even half of the bill. And that is how our tax system works. The people who pay the highest taxes get the best benefits from tax cuts and reductions. And you know what? You tax them too much, you attack them for being wealthy, and they just might not show up anymore. In fact, they might start drinking overseas, where the atmosphere is somewhat friendlier. So, I tell you what, folks, don't forget, simple lesson, right? Look down here on the left, you'll see the subscribe, stay close, go far, right? Stay connected. And up here on the right, and up here on the right, you'll also see one of the playlists for something I got going. Make sure you stay close, go far, Surfing Life with Malcolm. Have fun, share this with everyone. I'm just having a laugh. See you guys.